But so what about it, man? So you're saying the expectancy for men to do what?
Like the expectation of men of when when we get into to like know when we get into like know a girl whatever, and the expectations of taking her out and this and that. So my philosophy is totally different from like the typical tradition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Way. So, and the way that I figured is
Well, I'm going cousin.
like I don't I don't know you like that. So no, we're not gonna go to fucking Red Lobster. Like, no, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing some, you know, $80 date and some shit like that. Like, we're doing something low key until I know that until I know you're worth it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I know that you're worth it, I'll probably come out my pocket a little bit more. It's based off of like you showing me. You know what I mean? Like, she must have showed me something for me to want to come out of pocket a little more. But just off the rip,
But it's not
I'm not.
so it's not
I'm
possible.
not coming out of pocket.
It's not possible.
Huh?
It's not possible for you to come off the rip for somebody that made you feel like that right away.
I'm bad. Me and feelings are bad. me and feelings are a bad combination. So I question every feeling, and any feeling that I feel towards somebody, I have a bad habit of questioning it. You know what I mean? And maybe that could actually be, um, that could be a downfall for me. Where you know what I mean? Like I question instead of just how people just go with that gut feeling. People say just go with your gut feeling. I question my gut. You know what I mean? All the time. So if I feel something towards you, if I feel something towards a girl, I question whether I question what's making me feel like that, and is it and how can I come off in a way where like I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna show you that I'm really interested in you like that. That's just not who I am.
So all right, boom. So you holler at Shorty. She look right. You know what I'm saying? Something distance her from the other birds out there. So you approach her.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And you try and get up with her or whatever. Like, what's your, you know what I'm saying? You try and see where she at. I'm assuming because every nigga when they approach is like, all right, I mean, everybody trying to smash, but like at the same time, it's like you trying to see where she at, like tier wise. You know what I'm saying? Is she a jump off? Is she a chick to date? Is she like, oh, I see like potential in this chick as opposed from everybody else? You know what I'm saying? So it's like your approach can't be the same to every chick. Yep.
No, but that's what makes it unique is that my approach is not unique. Like I said, I question everything. Like she could be she could be a 9 out of a 10, or she could be a 10 out of a 10, and I'm able at my age and at my state of mind right now where I could check myself. I have a check and balance within myself where I could be like, yo, she's bad. And I think like in my mind, like she's super bad, but that's not a reason for me to go all out. I mean, my feelings towards her is because she looks super bad, and I can recognize that, so I could be like, I need to check myself. I need to, you know what I mean? I need to check myself.
You're better than me. You're better than me because I've done both. I get, I've,
Yo,
I've got with chicks, and I'm like, yo, this chick is so bad, and blah blah blah, whatever. And I need to keep saying blah 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 so much. I said it way too much. But I've met chicks, and I didn't do my research, and that's where I fucked up. Like I didn't know too much about Shorty, and I know everybody out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I don't, I just assume that if you're somebody I don't know, that you're not out there. So I would say two chicks, mind you, these chicks are right after they don't work out with you, they're going on a date on like 12 other niggas within the next 2 months, and all these niggas are spending from 200 to 300 on a dinner.
That's
Depending,
a that's a fact.
I mean, depending on the spot. Like
That's a fact.
if you want to take the chick to a nice spot that's like different, it looks fancy and all that stuff, whatever. You're enjoying it too, right? You're enjoying the moment and all that stuff, whatever. You guys getting to know each other, but like first impressions are everything. So, as you as a dude, you're trying to impress this chick, I guess, or find out about her and let her find out about you or whatever. What is like for me? I gotta go somewhere because I need to feel like I'm doing everything right on my end because and you know what I'm saying, niggas will crack jokes and say it's tricking and all that stuff, but if I think it's a jump off, I ain't going nowhere. If I think it's a girl that's cool as hell, I'll invite her out to my night, or I'll go to one of my other boys' nights or whatever and do something low key or something like that, whatever, and just vibe and see where it goes, right?
So how long do you did
But for like a fancy dinner that's like 300 and something like that, I'm right off the rip. I'm showing my card. I'm already like, all right, this chick. I'm open about this chick. So I'm trying to see what it's really at, and I don't view her as a jump off or you know what I mean,
so how
someone to
long
just
into
kick
it
it with.
is that?
So
So so how,
there was two chicks I did that with. Right over went to the fancy seafood spot. Um, regretted it both
are you
each time.
to Capri? You better to what's that Capri?
Yeah, no,
Capri seafood
another
over there?
spot, but I'm not gonna say it. This spot is like my go-to spot of like, I if you know what I mean trying to be on that level, but two chicks or whatever, and regretted it instantly both times. I'm like, damn, yo, I'm out like 250 right now. Not that it's supposed to be much, but still, it's $1. You know what I'm saying? If you're about your bread, you're crying if you lost $5. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, facts. You deal with them as you expect them. So
Yeah.
after the first one, it was going back to the convo that we had from the last time, whatever. The first one, I'm thinking, yo, she, all right, everything. By the end of the day, Shorty had 6 kids, but only posted one on the Facebook.
God damn, man. She got to
Six,
start in 5+1?
starting 5, whatever, and but only,
Starting five plus
but
one,
there's
plus one
only,
on the goddamn bench.
but then no,
Oh, man.
maybe I didn't. Like I said,
Oh,
I
no.
fought myself because I didn't do the research. It's not in no way her fault. This is my fault because I didn't do the research. But from a quick looks and glance, obviously I was looking at the pics of her, and then she, you know, what I mean, she had a little, you know, what I mean, she had the tank and all that,
He is memorized by the booty. We
and
all been there.
I wasn't looking at.
Memorized by the
I
booty.
only seen a pic of one kid, so I just assumed. So that was my fault. But at the end of the day,
Nah, she only posts up one kid. No, females know what they do. Yo,
mhm.
if
Oh,
she has,
oh yeah,
and again, this is nothing against women who have like, you know, if they have 3, 4, 5 kids and they still want to
not
date,
knocking.
whatever. That's
I'm
nothing
not
against
knocking
that.
nobody.
This
I'm
is
just
nothing
saying.
like this is no knock to them. But it is kind of deceiving when you do have, if you have 4 or 5 kids, but you only post up, or you know what I mean, like you only post about one. You feel me? That is deceiving because what you're doing is you're putting it out there as I only have this one kid, or maybe I have these 2 kids. You post
And I'm
2
not
kids,
knocking.
but you have like 3 other kids, but because they don't live with you, you don't post them. Like, no, sweetheart, all that we need to know the whole package that comes with you.
And
So then we can make the decision on whether we want to be with you.
facts. And back to the old convo, I love kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody for that or whatever. It's just when you try and see you know where to place things once thing. Like, all right,
That's a fact,
because
Tom.
I'm not trying to be baby daddy number 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and like to me, it's more about how many baby daddies got more than kids, personally for me. But at the same time, I only have one son. You know what I mean? And so it's like I'm not trying to like if Shorty got like one kid, and even I mean she got 1 or 2 kids, even 3, whatever. But like one baby daddy, then it's like, all right, if I ever got like serious with this chick, then I'm gonna be responsible for what this nigga ain't responsible for, or the niggas in the life, or whatever. You know what I mean? You find out as you go along, and you find out how to approach it and address it, right? So cool. I didn't trip too much because homegirl was cool. You know what I mean? But at first, and then more and more and more, it was like, you know, like
For real, Tom.
want you to like on some roll out red carpet type shit or whatever, and I deserve and I this and I that. I'm like, go tell them other niggas that. Like the fuck, like I was like, after a while, all right, boom. So I went on another one, and I told you about that one too. Went on, same thing. Came, at the end of the bill, I'm like, it was nothing to me. I got paid. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger,
It's not the
and
paper,
every nigga,
it's the principle.
yeah, it's a principle. When I was younger, and every nigga done this, like when I was first out there getting dating scene and like, you know, figuring out how to move and shit, you know, like 10 years ago, every nigga's done this. I've sweated a chick and she kept stressing the date. Now that shit irks me. But kept stressing like, oh, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
be like these hoes out here, blah, blah, blah. Take me out on a date. Take me out on a date. And I ain't
That's a
have
red flag. That's a red flag like
huge
a
red flag.
motherfucker. That
Huge,
is a motherfucking
huge
red
red
flag.
flag. Huge red flag. And
Red flag.
I took her on a date. I ain't have the bread, right? I didn't have the money yet. So I prolonged this date until my direct deposit hit my account.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was time to pay, whatever like that.
The
So
way
over there, so I'm here
that the checking
bullshitting
account works,
and
you
shit
know,
saying
with your
in the line.
savings. I hear you.
I'm talking about younger days, whatever, and just I
Yeah,
mean,
the checking
a,
account
d-
needs,
a date go for
takes account of
$5
time
when
for the
only should have been
savings.
2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but now, so
Take 3
now
days.
the other one I told you about, talking to the same thing. Like, damn, I'm out over like 200 or whatever. It really ain't a big deal, whatever. But at the same time, if you're a man with priorities and goals, and you know what I'm saying, you got that goes for somewhere else, not for to make a chick feel good and post pictures of the food and nothing else. You know what I mean? And
We ain't
again,
doing that. 2022.
again,
2022, we ain't doing that shit.
I've learned now, but when I was younger, I didn't do my research. And come to find out, this chick is going out. Come to find out, all of my boys went out a date on this chick and cut her off right after the date. And she honestly chose what dudes that brings us to high fancy places. She's one of those uppity, sedidity, whatever.
Oh,
And
she wants to be fed.
she wants to be,
She ain't trying to fall in love. She's just trying to be fed.
yeah,
Okay.
fed and pampered, or you know what I mean, and whatever. So after that, ended up smacking, broke bitch's bed. I told this before. Broke bitch's bed that night. Chick was sprung. Huge regret. Huge regret. Huge regret. Never went on a date again. Didn't want to, but this chick like was trying to take my bank card and just run away with it. We went out, we woke up smashed, drunk, whatever. I had no idea. I thought I lost my card. I waited like 2 days to see. Then all of a sudden I'm seeing charges on my card. So I canceled the card. Then all of a sudden I'm getting a text, did you cancel the card? Because I tried to reach it. I said, what the fuck? I've been looking for this card for like 4 days now. Or whatever. Oh, remember when you gave it to me? No. I never gave you my how'd you ended up with it? Or whatever.
Here we go. wildest shit, bro. You be coming, yo.
Remember you gave it to me,
It was a
user.
wild shit, bro.
Now, how long have you known me? I get lit. I'm a happy dude. I'm a silly dude when I'm drunk. I go out, whatever. Like
Oh,
I'm never,
you got
ever,
the craziest.
bro. There's no drug in the
What?
world. Not that I
Get
do
the
that, but
fuck out of
there's
here.
nothing. There's nothing in me that will ever say, "Here, take my card and just keep it." I'm not that dude. I'm not balling like that. I'm not pretending to be. You know what I mean? So I'm not. So yo, also I'm getting
Shit, you better man than me.
just charges at CVS and shit. So I told my man, he was like, "Bro, she got to go. She got to go." Same one I was banging on my door.
Oh no, she gotta go.
She got to go. So then there's people that like cool and like, so like for me now, I gotta test how cool you are. Now something me and you are gonna disagree on, right? The way my pops raised me, he stressed me out. When I was like 13, 14, he kept stressing me out. Whatever, a man's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that, a man's so I can't let a chick pay for a date. I don't know why. It's just in me. I never have. You know what I'm saying? I never have. I can't let a chick pay for a date. There's times where like I've been broke and had nothing, and a chick brought me food. You know what I mean, and you know, dropped it off for me or some shit. But like date wise, if we're going out and all stuff, whatever, I ain't gonna do it unless if now that I'm older, I ain't gonna do it unless if I got it one. And at the same time, like I'm just not out here trying to go broke to find out if I like somebody or not. If that makes any sense. I'm not trying to go on a date. All right, you're a bird. Forget you. Go on another date.
That's the
You're a
main
bird.
premise.
You're a bird. Go on another date. You're a bird. I ain't trying to go out 300 each time, whatever, just to find out that I don't like somebody. So it's like I don't go out on dates. And if I do, I take them. I make sure it's chill situations. I go somewhere. uh, if you're too bougie and too acidity that you can't come to the bar just to chill and talk and have maybe a drink or two or some chicken wings. If you can't go snookers to play pool or do something like Loki that ain't you mean all about the fancy dance or whatever, I can't fuck with you because that means you are about some precedent of you're trying to set the tone of what you expect and that basically I'm supposed to bring to you, and you at the same time you showing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
And
you gotta show that you gotta be cool. You're showing me right now that if there's ever a time I'm struggling, you out the door.
pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? You out the
So
door. If
yo,
you're
that's the
struggling,
main premise.
you know
But
what I mean?
but that's like that. That's the main premise of when I get to. I told you I got into. If anybody in this live know any,
You need
like
to add
if
them.
they know me,
You need to add them.
no.
I don't think I got them, man.
Yo,
Monica.
I'm telling you, I've gotten like my debates
Oh
with women have gotten crazy, right?
yeah.
So I used to when they be like, "Oh, you gotta take them out, this and that, and this and that, this and that," I'd be like, "Yo," I was like, yo, "Tell me this: what is what's the end goal of a first date?" All right, they say, "Oh,
Dick
getting
at
to know somebody."
Dick at the end.
All right, yeah, if she's a hoe, and even then, this actually adds to my point too. She just wants to get dick at the end because, but
That's a date.
the main
Dick at the end.
purpose is to get to know somebody, right? So where does it say like what who set the society standard that you have to spend $150, $80, $50 to get to know somebody? Right? I was like, what's the difference between me taking a girl out to
Oh, she just rejected.
a fancy restaurant, right? And spending $85, $90, $100 for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And us going somewhere like, oh, meet me at this park. We're gonna go grab a coffee or whatever, and we're gonna take a walk through the park, and we're gonna talk. What's the difference between us walking through the park and us going to dinner? What's the difference?
You can't sit down.
What's the end goal? Now think about think about what the end goal is. The end goal is to get to know somebody. Does the end goal change in either way? Either way. Just walking through the park with, you know what I mean, grabbing something to drink. If it's the summertime, maybe grabbing ice cream, Mr. Lemon or whatever, and going and like just going somewhere, Lincoln Woods, hopefully, I don't know, wherever, and getting to know somebody and talking and, you know, having conversation. Does that differ from taking her out to some fancy restaurant, eating, and also having a conversation?
Truthfully,
Does the end goal change?
truthfully, it depends. Because if it's in December, you ain't trying to walk through no damn park or do anything else or whatever
No,
like
of
that.
course not.
And so it's like, what would
It
you?
doesn't have to be.
So if it's, but then if it's like beautiful in July, you know, and you could ask that to test, I mean, where the mindset is at. But then, why you saying that? The next nigga saying what? Keeping a buck because they get
I don't worry about
because
what
you
the
brought
next
this
nigga
up.
say. The
You
next
brought
nigga,
this up. You're saying they're getting inboxed by niggas 10 times fold more than we ever or we are. You mean so at the same time, while you saying this, they're hearing what? The other dude saying, let me because this is not on them, this is on niggas. Because the other dude is saying, let me take you here, let me take this niggas out here offering trips for first dates. Let me fly you out. Let
yeah,
me do this and let me do so whatever like that. Niggas with no game gotta spend money. You know what I mean? Whatever
but
like
that's
that.
exactly what they are.
I've
Niggas
had
with
more
money
chicks
with no.
in my
That's
life
it.
when I was, bro. I told you I slept in mansions before. I've been homeless before. I've been in all type of level. You know what I'm saying? Like praises to God right now that like you know I have my own everything right now. But I've been down before plenty. And when I'm talking about like no job, no nothing or whatever like that. My focus was too much on getting pussy. That like I was able to smash way more chicks when I had nothing. But smashing all these chicks, and all that stuff, whatever, it keeps you dependent on that to get by and all that stuff, whatever, as opposed to establishing your own empire, your own foundation, your own leveling up as a man or whatever. And like as I'm older now, I realize that. You know what I'm saying? But when I was younger, I was trying to hit everything, trying to smash everything. And I don't got the energy now, man. I really don't. But that's because I'm learning about stocks. I'm learning about things to better myself. I'm reading more and I'm doing shit more as a man. I'm trying to level up as a man. And leveling up as a man, if you're only known for for getting tons of pussy, whatever, and that's all you have known to you, whatever, then you're not able to. There's no leveling up. You're just stuck at that level. You're the nigga that smashes mad bitches. You know what I'm saying? So it's,
Yeah, I know plenty of guys like that. I know plenty of guys like that.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm
They get
trying
mad
to think.
bitches, but
Like I
they
have
ain't really doing nothing.
I have a, you know, like I'm trying to learn more businesses. I'm trying to learn, you know, all stuff, whatever. But like, so I could do more for my people because you want to be known more than a nigga that got laid a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, childhood wise, like you know, my uncles and all stuff used to crack jokes and stuff. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna get them all, and it kind of set the precedent of like, as a culture wise, my people that you try to show that we got them all and be the best at it. But
But that's what it is. So,
but then
but
you
the,
end
the
up being broke chasing
but
that.
the thing is, it's just like the point the point that I that I that the point that that I try to show is it doesn't really take it doesn't really take it doesn't have to take money to get to know somebody. You feel me? Like we do it every day. Like we go out to work and we meet a coworker who's cool as shit. We didn't say like our mindset is, oh, I want to take this coworker out to get to know them even more. No, we just get to know each other gradually over time after we see each other, and then we become the closest of friends. That's just it just mutually, evolves. Like your rapport with your coworker just mutually, evolves over time. So I'm just saying that it could be the same thing when you're talking or you're trying to get to know somebody. When you try to get to know somebody, is you don't need to say, "Hey, I need to spend 80 to 90
No, but
dollars, 80 to $90 to get to know somebody." When getting to know somebody is absolutely free. We do it every day. We meet people. We could be at Stop and Shop and someone is wearing a freaking Knicks hat and you say, "Yo, I like your Knicks hat." You say, "Hey, you're a Knicks fan? Oh yeah, I'm a Knicks fan." You start to talking and like, "Oh yo, by the way, I got tickets to the Knicks game, whatever, da da da." And before you know it, you and this person could be chilling, going off to Madison Square Garden to watch the Knicks game together because you guys both like the Knicks. Like, and it was something mutual. Like it didn't take you, but like, oh, let me take this person out. Let me take this person out real quick and let me see what they're about and spend money on them. No, it was just mutual. I'm all about a mutual. Like I'm all about mutual company, about people being around me. People around me, I want it to be mutual, where it's on equal playing grounds. I like you as much as you like me. And that's it. No more, no less. Because when there's more or there's less, that's when there's expectations and that's when shit gets fucked up. That's when people again expect more or people people just, they look down on you because they expect more from you or they expect less from you. I want every relationship that I have with people to be mutual. That's how I run my life personally.
yeah. But all right, so let's say the girl you meet, you you thought she was fine, whatever. So you try back a number and you get to talking back and forth. And then she asked you, so when are we going out on a date? How you responded?
Am I responding?
Mm-hmm.
We talking about we talking about in within let's say because summertime it could be something different from now when it's cold.
Right
When
now,
there's something
right
cold
now, if it,
right now,
right now, and after a week of texting back and forth, she asked you that.
right now,
And you're feeling her.
right now it could be something mutual. It could be something like it could be something like drinks. Like we're gonna go out to go grab drinks. And I done it like that last a month ago, maybe like a month ago, or maybe like a 2 months ago. No, last month. Matter of fact, last month I went with a chick. To I went out to Troops. And we had drinks and we had really good conversation. And you know what I mean? I didn't need to spend a whole lot of money. And I realized that through that conversation I had with her at Troops, I realized that there was other things going on behind the scene that I was not willing to like really deal with. So I backed off. So I backed off that situation. Now I would have been pissed if I would have went to no,
Like what
I would have
happened to
went to
me? Like what
somewhere
I said.
fancy. Yeah, somewhere fancy and then realized like, oh, I'm not even nah, this ain't it. And I'm paying for this shit? Nah. Know what I mean? But I had females, right? I had females who ask if they could bring their kids with them. They're like, I don't got a babysitter. And they're like, I don't got a babysitter, so can I bring my son? Can I bring my daughter
you
with me?
just opened up the
What?
whole.
What? Can you bring your kid? Do I look like Meals on Wheels? I'm not Meals on Wheels. You feel me? I no. I am not your local fucking food bank. No. No.
And you got dudes, well,
I'm
girls,
not willing to do that.
and you got girls bragging about how they met a dude, how they met a dude, and he wanted her so bad that he offered to pay for her babysitter, and then saying, "Ladies, this should be
For what?
the expectation. Dudes should be paying for your babysitter and your dress to go out and all." Bro, I seen it all. I seen it all. And like I
Yeah,
said,
the memes are by goofy ass Derek Jackson as guys, or
and what I'm
they're actually done by females
this
themselves
is
because that's the
men's
expectation
fault.
that they want to put out there.
This is men's fault.
No real man is doing that. No real man is doing that.
Or
Fuck out of here.
this is men's fault. And usually those type of men, ladies should really pay attention to this. Those type of men, they're desperate or they're trying to, I don't know, but, or they're trying to get you in a position where you depend on them so much that they basically have whatever with you. And 9 times out of 10, they got a chick already. If a dude is willing to pay for your babysitter for you to go out with you and all stuff like that, that means you now got this dude that's willing to fly out, pay for this, pay for that, pay for this, or whatever. He's tricking. So therefore, let's say you as a female go out with that dude that did that and you hit it off, and then again and again and again, and then you find out this dude had a girl the whole time. 9 times out of these chicks, they're lying. What up? They're still gonna keep going on for that fancy treatment. They're still gonna go whatever. Because then they go for another dude that says, let's go for a walk to a park. They're choosing, I'm trying to tell you, the mentality of females, they're choosing the dude that has a chick that flew him out. Because
I'm not even worried about that.
I know you're not worried about that. I'm just saying that's more and more becoming more of the norm.
Those type of chicks, if being flown out is the highlight of her dating, of her being in the dating field, she could say that she said niggas fly me out. There's a good chance that she listens to Meg Thee Stallion. She acts like Nicki Minaj, and I'm just not into that. I'm not into that. Me personally, I'm not into that. And she could be as fly with the fattest booty and the nicest body. All that don't be neat. Yo, let me tell you this. I am more attractive to females with a nice smile.
Mm-hmm.
I told a female friend of mine this. I was like, yo, if a girl has really nice eyes and she has a nice smile, that would get me more than her having a fat ass and her having like some nice titties and all that.
Okay.
Believe it or not. That's just where I'm at, like mature, like me just maturing and all that. That's just where I'm at. But other guys are still on some like, oh, she got a fat ass, she got big ass titties, she got a slim waist, thick thighs. That's enough to fucking spend $500, fly her out and do this and that. To me, that's nothing. You got a nice smile. I'm more likely to tip my head and be like, oh, okay, you're cute.
Yeah. But like,
What? It's weird. Like, I don't know. Guys, a guy. So if what it all comes down to, right? I told you this before. For every for every one chick that a guy has in his inbox, that chick probably has 10 to 20 other guys in her inbox trying to holler at her. That's just how it is, right?
Yeah.
So if what it really comes down to is how it's out of those 20 options that the girl has, which one of those 20 makes her feel a certain way that the other 19, let's say she has 20 guys in her inbox, which one out of those 20 makes her feel special that separates him from the 19 outside of money? And this is where game comes into play, where a man can have game and it will and it can spill over to him not having to spend as much or him not having to do as much as the next man. Because we all know guys who seem to be getting away with goddamn murder. I mean, we're wondering, like, yo, how the fuck is this nigga doing this and this and this and this with this girl? But yet we know that any other guy, she would have been dumped him. Or any other guy, like, she would have been, like, she's trying to get money out this motherfucker. But for this guy, it looks like she's catering to him. And what's happening is he's doing something different from what those other 19 other guys are doing in the inbox. And it doesn't have to be tricky. Huh?
He dicked her down.
Besides that, before you even dick a girl down, right? You pretty much mind fuck her. Like, for her to get into that mind state, you fuck her mentally before you fuck her physically. That's always how it is.
So let me ask you this, right?
You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Well, because me, I don't like to play games. Like, it is what it is. If it's not direct on the table, whatever, I want no parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me, whatever, right? So let me ask you this, right? Off rip, what's the nicest thing a female has ever done for you? Keeping it a buck.
The
nicest thing.
I have a recent situation where she helped me. She helped me out. She helped me with a career choice. I mean, she helped me get into this job, or get into this. You know what I mean? Like she helped me get this job that I wanted to get into. But we're not really active like that. But she's just being nice. I mean, like she's cool as shit.
Did she like you at some point?
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
it's crazy because I can't even say a female even did something like that, something small and nice like that, ever did something like that for me, like off rip, or like in first getting to know somebody or whatever. It's always like, well, 9 times out of 10 is always what can you do for me, right?
So what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
I hear you.
But then you hear stories, and it's usually the ain't shit dudes. You hear stories that Shorty bought him a PS5, Shorty bought him this, like, you know what I mean, pay for the nigga haircuts, and I see all these memes about some whatever. Never in my entire life has any chick did anything for me in any way. I can't even think.
Because the game goes like this. The the man who has the gift, to talk, and has the gift to make her feel away, is the man who's gonna get everything that he wants, whether he has good intentions or he has bad intentions. And that's where, like I told you,
100, like I would say
you have
99%.
to mind, like, guys, mind fuck. A man has to get to her mind and then get to her body before she starts to do those type of things. Before she starts
No, I'm talking about off rip
doing
though. Off
crazy
rip,
shit.
off rip. I'm talking about off rip. Like,
He said something. He said something. He gave off a certain experience.
no,
Like,
because there's chicks that would
his
do that
body.
for 7 niggas in a row.
Then she's just one of those chicks who just likes to give.
Yeah,
Then,
but
because if that's the case, then she'll give to you, because if she's giving it to 7 other niggas, that means she'll give to you too as the 8th. But if she's giving it and you realize like the other guy, she wasn't really doing that. The other guy, she wasn't really doing that. But with this third guy, she's like going all out for. She's like putting her name down on a fucking on the lease for like a crib, and he's not even like, he didn't plan on living with her. Females who do shit like that, it's because the man gave her some type of experience that she has never felt before, or is rare that she ever felt before. So she wants to stick to that. She always wants to stick to that experience. That, you know what I mean? Like, I can't say that I have mastered that, because I'm a introvert. You know what I mean? I'm an introvert person. I'm very, like, I'm not really social like that. But there's guys who are like extrovert, who are like outgoing, and who just give that type of feeling, that type of experience that females want, or that females seek. And once that connects, like once a guy gives a female a certain experience that she hasn't felt before, or a feeling that she rarely ever felt before, it's a wrap. It is a motherfucking wrap. She's signing the fucking
I
lease
feel
to
like
a house.
you're giving them too much
She's
credit.
signing all the car notes, everything under her name. This nigga's chilling in the crib.
Yeah, but that's a scammer. That's different. You know what I mean? Like, if there's dudes out there that got like 27. There's dudes I know who every single car they bought, and every single sneaker they have, a chick bought it, right? I never lived that life. I don't know. Like I said, everybody knows me and you. We work like 1 billion hours. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we hustle, but whatever we do, we gotta do. But I never had a chick buy me a pair of sneakers. I never had, you know what I mean? I never had like all these.
Never, me either.
I never, and you know what I'm saying? I never had a chick pay for a haircut. And I'm been in full blown relationships, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, never mind like somebody off rip or whatever like that. But I mean, I had chicks help me out when I was down and out, like when I was younger. I mean, they send me whatever type of bread if it's out, but then, you know what I mean, I would hit them back, or, you know what I mean, hustle up. I don't like to owe people. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. So if you did it off the strength of like, yeah, I'm gonna pay you back, but and she like accepts it, whatever, and it's because of you offering, then that's different. But there's females who, like, they will give you money. They will pay you weekly with no strings attached. Just as long as you see them, as long as you make yourself present to them in the physical form. And that doesn't even mean like just fucking. It could just be just chilling. As long as they get to be in your presence, that's enough for them to break you off weekly for however amount. And then we know. But there's also, like I said, That's we know guys who do that on the scamming tip, but there's also guys who do it on who do it, but they don't do it in a way where they're trying to where it really benefits them, where they just want to give out that experience, and then they want to make sure that this girl is down for them, so that they could be in a relationship and they know that this girl is 100% down for them. Because truth be told, if a girl does not wanna, if a girl doesn't really think about you like that, where she like she goes to the mall or whatever, she buys some Jordan. If she doesn't look like, oh shit, my man would probably like these shoes too, and she just gets you Jordans too, you probably didn't have her as you probably didn't have her like the way you thought you had her at the end of the day. She's out shopping, right? She's out shopping,
But that's something
grabbing
she could be
shoes,
doing for
grabbing
every nigga that
Jordan.
she's with. That could be just her personality. Maybe she's just a given
No,
person.
it's not.
It's
I'm
possible.
telling you, every girl has that one. Every girl has that one motherfucker. And she may tell you or she may not tell you. But every girl has that one motherfucker in her life where she would have motherfucking walk on motherfucking coals for this motherfucker. She'll walk on hot coals for this motherfucker if he told her to. You know what I mean? But a lot of girls will deny it, but they know.
But I told you,
Like they do.
I told you about that situation I had with Shorty who kept trying to like basically, like you said, buy my presence or whatever. Like I couldn't stand her also, and then it was like BMW here, gold chain here, take this and all stuff, whatever. But it was basically like so she could parade me around as her nigga, whatever. And I couldn't fucking stand her. Like I said, you know me, and this was the first chick I avoided sex with or whatever. And she kept trying. I didn't accept the stuff because it was like she was trying to buy me, or and then like, well, because I did this for you, you have to do this and you have to do that, and then stress you out because it all goes back to I constantly talk about when we do this or whatever, their need for attention and annoyingly need for attention. And it's if you're cool and vibing and somebody, whatever like that, but like it correlates with the whole money aspect and then spending and the tricking and all that stuff, whatever like that, because at the end of the day, it's this requirement of attention that women need from a man or they want to give, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if you are as a person is focused on yourself and bettering yourself each day and improving in whatever goals that you have set for yourself, and they're flipping out because you can't respond to them because you're busy, or you're busy, you got school, you got work, you got family, you got whatever that's going on, and they're stressing out because because you know me, everybody, you say yourself, I suck back texting back, like I'm
Mm-hmm.
horrible at texting back and stuff like that, but at the same time I'm doing shit, so they'll leave you for somebody. But here's the thing, but then a dude that buys this and buys them out and tries to fly them out and buys them bags and all that stuff, whatever that, they're not stressing about needing their attention as much, right? Or I don't know, but I'm assuming they're not because they're getting pampered. Whatever. So it's like I don't know. Have you ever had a situation where you had to cut somebody off because they require too much attention?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, and you just gotta be like, baby, like baby girl, yo, we need to slow down. Like, we really need to slow down. And some of it could be some of it could be like insecurity because she feels like you may be talking to somebody else, and she feels like she needs to make it official with you ASAP before you end up getting with the next person. You know what I mean? So she figures like, oh, if I need to make this official early so I could beat the next girl who may or may not be, who may or may not exist in your life, in the man's life. She's trying to beat that person. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is, like, in her mind, she's competing against somebody, whether it's true or whether
Even if
there's
she
somebody
imagined that
there or not.
somebody.
Even if she's imagined somebody, so she's trying to make it official. She's trying to hold up all your time because she figured as much time. She figured if you spend all your time with her, you have no time to look at other girls. And again, that comes
Yeah,
from
and
insecurity.
that's why you see a lot of women selling for. They rather a dude with no job, so they could be in their face 24/7, as opposed to a man that's putting in like 80 hours a
That's
week.
what. That could be it. That could be it. But I told you this before too. Is that it's also, I told you this last week. It could be like a control thing too. Because he who, not he, but he or she who controls the bills controls the relationship. Because
Not in all
at the end of the
cases,
day,
because there's pimps out here that the girl is spending all everything, but yeah, he controls her with her money.
that's just it. But that's just a matter. That's just,
We all know a
there
dude
got to
like
be
that.
some type of
We
other
all know a
element
chick
to
like
it.
that. There's dudes out here, they're the breadwinner, and they're still getting controlled by, you know what I'm saying, by their chick. And he's the breadwinner. This so we can't relate to it because that could never be us. So it's like, but we know it exists.
That would be me. No,
In fact, I'm just nigga, no way in hell.
okay. But with my dating lifestyle, I know what the problem is with my dating. With my dating lifestyle, my dating thing is my dating stigma or whatever is, I don't like being told what the fuck to do. It's like, you're not telling me what the fuck to do. And females that I talk to want to tell me what the fuck to do, and that shit's not flying with me. You know what I mean? But the guy, like, if a female, if a girl is living with her man, but she pays all the bills, right? Yeah, she sprung off of him, but I told you this last week. That's off of her, like she has this misconstrued mentality of a mother and son relationship. She looks at her man as her son. There's no real respect between them at all. You know what I mean? So, like, it's almost like in that movie Baby Boy, where where Jody was underneath old girl all the time, and she didn't really respect him like that. And then she let her girlfriend, you know what I mean, get in her ears, and she let old boy Snoop Dogg's character get in her ear and all that. There was no respect. Why? Because it's a mother and son type of relationship instead of it being equal. If she respects you, she looks at you as someone worth following, right? Or someone to her equal. Anything less than that, you think, like, just because she doesn't kick you out, just because she don't kick you out the first time or the second time you cheat, that doesn't mean that she won't do it. Eventually, she's going to do it. The same way that a mother would kick her son out for acting up.
Yeah. So
And some females love that mother, love that mother-son type of relationship is, and I don't mean that in an innocent way, like she's looking to have a relationship with her son, but she's looking at it as he's my man, but I need to take care of him like he's my son, instead of, oh, that's my man, I need to take care of him like he's my man. That's totally different. and that's what
This shit just said
and
we
that's
got
what
19
people
seconds
fail to realize.
remaining.
Huh?
This shit just said we have like 15 seconds remaining. I don't know. I never seen the
Oh
countdown.
yeah, because we've been on for probably could we've been on for like 2 hours, and you could only be on for like 2 hours.
Oh, I see. I didn't even know that. All right, so going to the next. I just waiting for 10 to jump back on, man. Shit got cut short. Oh, what's going on with Timmy, man? There he is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we just won't be on here too long.
Nah.
Cause we be long winded with it. But yeah, so I don't know if it's just like a Rhode Island thing. I haven't really. I mean, I talked to a couple of females out in like Boston or whatever. I think I talked to one chick out in Connecticut, but in Rhode Island, it sometimes when you're talking, a lot of these girls out here, a lot of females out here, they want that power structure. Like they want that they want that mother son type of relationship instead of that you're my girl and I'm your man type of relationship. So pretty much.
Yeah.
But that's why we look at guys who sit that we know of guys who sit on the couch all day, don't do nothing with their life. They hang out with their boys, they smoke all day. Their girls out there working and doing all this extra stuff, and we be scratching our heads like, yo, how the fuck is this nigga getting away with this? And how does he how is she not looking at this nigga like a little boy? And
It's a matter of
the
self-esteem.
reality of it is she may not say it, but mentally, she's looking at this motherfucker like he's a little boy.
But then that's a matter of self-esteem, right? But then 9 times out of 10, that dude is always cheating, right? Because he ain't got nothing else to do all day and she's working so much. You know what I mean? And he doesn't need to work. So it's like, what's he gonna do with his spare time? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have other bitches. He's gonna have other bitches, right? And then at some point, she will cheat. And this nigga's stuck there. He got put up with it. Because she ain't got nothing for herself, because she's the one that was paying for everything and all stuff, whatever. So it's like, let's see if you could find another chick like her. He's stuck. So it's like, why would as a man put yourself in that position? Number one, but then it's like to kind of change the subject a little bit. These dudes, they'll brag about how they fucked another bitch, right? You know what I'm saying? I fucked that nigga's bitch. I fucked your bitch. I don't stuff whatever, right? And it's like, why do men find it difficult to sleep with their partner after they found out they cheated? But it's so easy to sleep with another nigga's chick. You know what I mean?
So,
Like,
so hold on. So why is it? So why? So you're saying why do men neglect, not neglect, but why do men not sleep with their own girl,
yeah,
but
what?
they're quick to run around
Yeah,
and be like, yo, I want to sleep
they can't. They
with this
can't.
girl and that girl and that girl.
Their own girl stepped out, and once you find out that your chick stepped out, you know what I'm saying? Typical of men, they could no longer mess around with her like that anymore because she didn't fucked with another dude. But at the same time, your own shorty, that's cool. But then you go grab it, you're fucking another nigga's bitch the whole time and ain't nothing to you. You don't give a fuck that she's going back home to that nigga at night.
Because because when a man steps out, when a man is fucking with a chick, we could just fuck with a chick just because we horny. Nothing else, nothing more. We not looking at this girl as nothing else as just a jump off.
Now you're right on the money.
When 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 a when a girl steps out, there was there's some thought to it. There's some feeling to it because females are emotional beings, right? They feel everything about them is about how they feel, how they like what makes them feel good at the moment, what makes them feel bad. You feel me? So when we think about it, if she's fucking another nigga, that means that nigga could possibly have had her, just like I told you before, had her mind, had her body, and that's what fucks with us more. The fact that the fact that she might feel something for this other nigga. I mean, we step out. We don't have to feel nothing for for the other bitches that we fuck with. She's just a quick nut. She's just a nut rack, right? We could feel like that. Some men may feel like that, to be brutally honest. But if a female steps out, though, it's like, damn, she probably most likely felt something about this nigga.
But let's say you lived.
And our ego fuck with us like, yo,
All right, so you're being real.
that's fucked up.
But let's say y'all live together. Let's say y'all live together, and you did you, she did her, and all that stuff, whatever. And then I'm not saying you specifically, but like you just a man, and she's the breadwinner. Where does he go from there?
He has nothing. He has nothing. He has contributed nothing to the household, so he has no say. Technically, if she wants to if she wants to bring a motherfucker to the motherfucking crib that she pays for,
Mm-hmm.
she can probably do that shit. And you'd be surprised how many niggas go out. They go out and then they come back and they find niggas in the crib, but it's like she's paying for everything. Like she's the household breadwinner. So at the end of the day, what are you gonna do?
So for that,
You know what I mean? If you break anything, it's her property. She could kick you out and have you arrested for vandalizing her stuff.
mm-hmm.
You don't own none of this shit.
So for that reason, I would, before I got to that relationship point and all that could happen, whatever, I would, me personally, would avoid a lot of dates. And if I did go on a date, I would pay for them because right off rip, I'm setting a tone that you can't do shit to me, or I'm not giving nobody that one up on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll pay for the dates from the beginning if it's somebody that I think there's serious potential with, for the reasons like that, because I never want to get comfortable to a situation where a chick is doing everything and then I'm just stuck to deal with it, whatever. Because I've been in situations like that, like 20 years ago. But you know what I mean? But it's just like that's young boy shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like you cannot look yourself in the mirror as a man if you're stuck in a situation where shorty can step out with you and you still got to put up with it because you got nothing of your own or anywhere else to go.
You got nothing, yo. You don't want to be the man.
But women
What
have
that comes down to, again, she don't respect him.
no,
She may be with him, but she doesn't fucking respect him.
and there's a lot of
She's the type where she would threaten him every fucking night. You don't like it? You can get the fuck out my house. And yeah, he would have to get the fuck out her fucking house. It is what it is. Like, you feel me? Like, she, a woman, who really respects her man would not utter those type of words.
but see,
I know guys who motherfucking, like, his girl is saying something and he just he like cuts her a look and she just be like, oh shit, okay. All right. Oh, all right. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not just on some like, oh, like he controls her on some like woman batter type shit. Not on some like woman batter, like, oh, I'm gonna get my ass whooped type of shit, but just out of respect. The same way, like the same way that we wouldn't say certain things to certain people because we respect them in a certain way. You know what I mean? Like we view people in a certain light. So when they telling us, when they cut us that side look, like, what the fuck you? And then you're like, oh, all right, I'm tripping. You can check yourself. And you know that, and it's not nothing off some like power trip. It's not like a power trip.
yeah, but again, I said that's why, like me as a man, when it comes to certain dates, like relationships get conditioned, right? Different scenarios for different people, but relationships do get conditioned. When you deal with a certain chick, I've gone on dates and the chick was just like never offered to pay, never a thing. But to me, like I said, like because all the shit that my pops put in my head or whatever like that, like they're not supposed to because a man's supposed to all that stuff with them. But my pops is old school. You know what I mean? So, but then these chicks I try to offer to pay.
Times are different back then.
Exactly. Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? My pops is stuck in his ways. And me, I get my stubbornness from him. So
If he would have dated now and dated a lot of the females now, he might tweak a few things. He's probably thinking from his time, from his time frame when he was your age,
he
and
takes
the dating game was totally
he definitely
different
comes
back then.
from his time frame, but he also takes
And
pride.
culture too.
He takes pride in remaining that way, regardless of atmosphere and errors and changing or whatever. He wants to be known for how he is. He wants to be known for that. So so I know for a fact my father would never let no chick pay. You know what I mean? Like he's about to get married now too. So you know what I mean. He recently dated and he has a wedding coming up in a couple months. So I know for a fact that chick never paid for a date, never. I already know it. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, like when he gets married, or if I ever got married or something like that, like the chick is automatically on some, well, it could be a partnership, but it can't be on some like the chick, well, I control you and your money, or I control things because I'm paying for everything. So therefore, you gotta abide by what I say because if not, like you said, get the fuck out. If you don't like it, you could get the fuck out or whatever. So from day one, something cool is just going to Snookers and grabbing a drink and a burger, getting some tacos, something low key and chill, whatever that is no problem. But at the same time, I could never let her pay for it because once, let's say it went further than that, and then relationships are getting serious, and after a year of dating, then start talking about moving in together and all that stuff, whatever. Then you could start talking about like bills and all that stuff. But at the same time,
Bills are going to be how bills could be split, but there's plenty of women who be like, I'm not paying no bill. And then you ask them about, what about 50-50? Oh, my 50-50 is I make sure that the house is clean. I make sure that there's food on the table and this and this and they believe like that's 50-50. So I'm going to spend my whole paycheck paying for everything. and including the food that you're gonna make
I mean, going back,
for both of us. And that that's not fit to me that's not 50-50 to me. I'm hoping that she can, if I was to move in with a or if I was to move in with a girl, I would hope that she'll help out. Like if I got the vent, I got the vent, I got the car payments, and I got the heat. You you got the lights, or you got like the cable, some shit like that. Like she ain't gonna go all out. Like she don't gotta go all out where she's like 50-50, where like I have this amount and you have that amount and it equals to about the same thing. I'm not tripping about that. I'm just tripping about you contribute something to the bills.
this,
Because in today's society, back in the days, a man could have
have
a
you ever
whole
been?
career, could have his whole career and feed his whole family. Now that's not the case. A man
Sounds,
can have two jobs, working 160 hours a week, and if he has a wife and two kids, he's still, what I mean, he's still struggling.
I mean, you could definitely, times are definitely different. You're 100% right on that. Times are definitely different. But it's people who be with people just because it's a better lifestyle, or it's more convenient, or they ain't got it. So therefore, they struggle to meet that 50-50, but it never ends up being that way. Right. But it's like a chick can't, whoever the breadwinner is, the situation is going to be a little bit different. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
She just got to be an actor. All I'm saying is she got to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like, yo, we're going half on the mortgage, we're going to half on rent. I'm not saying that's just whatever, but I'm saying like she's gonna contribute something to the household as much as I'm contributing,
Mm-hmm.
and it has to be, and it can't just be that, oh, I'm gonna make sure that you have a dinner once a day, but yeah, I'm paying $3,000 in fucking and I'm $3,000 in house, in the house expenses, and you only get to make dinner. You make dinner once a day, and that equals out. Like, no,
Jimmy,
no, that doesn't.
have you ever lived with a girlfriend?
No, I always lived up by myself.
I lived with too many, stupidly, like younger years. Like I think I lived with like, I want to say about like, I probably lived with about four chicks. Lived, but they were all were girlfriends. They were all girlfriends of mine. It wasn't like some randoms or anything like that. That was like after like being official for a while. But I probably lived with like four chicks. In every single one of those situations, I was miserable. Every single one. And even if I,
So why though?
a couple of reasons. Um, I like my space. I like being alone. It's not even just about the chick. Like I can't. I don't like the roommate situation anymore. I don't like. I'd rather.
I feel you. I don't know how I'm gonna live with anybody at this
I
point.
really don't know.
I've been on my own for 9 years,
That's
bro.
gonna.
I'm not ready to live with nobody. I'll live in a box by myself on the
Facts.
street
I'll
than
live in my,
to
like we talked
live
about
with a
before. I'll live in
roommate,
my car.
bro.
I don't care. I told myself after the last situation that, and I tell like my young dudes this or whatever. Like don't ever, because I gave up peace and comfort to make somebody else happy. You know what I'm saying? And oh, we're not progressing
You
unless
never
we
want to
do
do that.
this and all that. What's good? Oh, it's boy Elvis. Yeah. So right.
What's up, Elvis? What's good?
I I told myself that I'm never again giving up my castle ever again because I've done it. I left my crib not because I had to or I got kicked out and had nowhere else to go, whatever. I gave up my spot, moved in with a chick, thinking shit was gonna progress and all that stuff, whatever. And then once you after a couple months, you're like, yo, I can't stand this bitch, dog. Like you just like you you want to be able to breathe. You're not getting nagged about this, that, and whatever. And then at the same time, you think even if you're the breadwinner and you think that you know what I mean, randomly there's gonna be some emergencies, some this, some that, or whatever. And next thing you know, you can't even manage your money to how you're used to and you're accustomed to. Your own money. Never mind. You mean once you live with somebody. So it's like
Yeah.
I told myself I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up my castle again. And if I got married, she's moving in with me, nigga. Like I'm not moving in with no chick ever again because I'm not going to because I've been asked out. I paid for the first down and security and all stuff. And all, you mean myself, I've done that thinking like this is it and all that, whatever. And then come to find out this ain't it. I'm annoyed, I'm irked, fucking I mean, just noise all over the place. Shorty's inviting her family over 24/7 without even checking in with me and all that stuff, whatever. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. It's her house too.
Inviting their best friends over all the time, and they're just like, yeah, she's sleeping over, and just like, yo, I'm not. I really don't want nobody here though.
And I get it,
I really do not.
bro.
Yo,
This
I
is
got to deal with you now. I got to deal with your best friend. Want to sleep over because she got too drunk. Oh, come on, bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And
bro.
they're popping, and I
Nah,
get
she
it.
gotta go.
I get it. It's your house too, and you know what I mean. It's your family, and you can't shun your family out and all that stuff, whatever. But I don't like company unless if it's something planned, like a game night or something like that, and you have a couple friends over. Or, I mean, even if it's fam, I really don't even want family around. I mean, my son is different, obviously, my son, but like other family, you know, stuff like that. Unless it was something planned. But the random pop up shit, I can't do. I can't do that random. Oh well, they're family, and they should be able to come over. And what's the problem? Do you have a problem with my family? And blah blah blah.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't know how to shut the fuck up. Mind you, I work nights. I like to sleep in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like having people come over when I ain't
man.
here and let me know in advance as a respect towards me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stupid shit like that. It's whatever. So it's like when it comes, you have to really
Not at
realize
all.
what takes place when you move in with somebody. It's a whole nother ball game. And I've
I
like I
don't know
said,
if I'm
probably
ready for
four
that.
people
I
I
swear to
lived
God, I
with,
don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm not ready for it.
I would never
I'm
ever
not.
again.
I would never be ready for it. I don't know how. Yo,
Unless I'm married.
I can't do it.
And for me to be married to a chick, she got to know this about me or whatever. If I'm married, and I told you this before, if I ever got married, I'm getting the fuck out of Rhode Island, bro. Like it's not happening. I'm getting and wherever you have the majority of your family at, and majority moving far away from that because I need my peace, and I don't do the random this, and we need you for this, and you well, we expect you to do this, and we expect you to attend to this, and all that stuff. Whatever. Like I need my space. If I'm building, first of all, I have to work a lot, and then on top of that, if I'm trying to build a business, I'm trying to build whatever type of goals that I set for myself. Whoever I'm with has to be on board with that and has to understand that like we have to go at that pace, whatever. And it can't be all about this chick's I left because I felt stagnant. Like and what they loved about me is what I hated. Whatever they wanted to Netflix and chill and smoke all day and just be laid up all day. I'm like, yo, like we this shit to be that has to be done. I can't just be sitting up in bed all day with you because you don't trust me being out there and you need me in your face all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like, and you don't
Yeah,
even know, you don't even, as a man, you don't even recognize, like, oh, you know, she's just like that. She just likes me. You don't even recognize it's really insecurity and distrust, whatever, when they don't want to let you out of their sight.
but then this is where you fuck with them though, because it's where you fuck with them when you tell them like, yo, you're being insecure. When you like, I find that being straightforward, being like, yo, that that shit right there is you being insecure. And some of them, some people will call it being toxic because some people do
I
use
was
that
just gonna bring that up.
as a manipulative way of like deflecting. You know what I mean? Like deflecting from the issue. But sometimes though, if it really is the issue, you could say, "Yo, you're being insecure but you're being insecure about me being out to get this money because you're insecure that I might be out here cheating." And then you have to let them like you have to explain to them where like you have to explain to them where that statement came from. You can't just say, "Oh, you're just being insecure," because then you're no different from like the toxic niggas or a female no different from the toxic females who just say that shit like, "Oh, you're just being insecure." There's when you say something, when you make a statement like that, and then you could back it up with facts and logic, then they have no reason, they have no choice but to be like,
Tell me,
"Oh, okay,
tell me, how many times has that worked out
I
for
am
you?
being toxic."
Because logic works for men. It does not work for women. The women don't need logic to make a point. They don't even need to be right to make a point. Whatever. You could explain. What you're saying is making complete sense to me. But if it was that easy, then it would be. It's not. They don't give a fuck about the shit. They don't care about you making sense.
Then I need
They want what they want.
shit.
They want what they want. You know what I'm saying? You
As I
logic.
said, shit.
You.
My homegirl said everything. I need logic. See,
I would be.
there
Listen.
are plenty of women out there
Nothing against.
who
Nah.
understand that.
Nah.
You know what I
It's a
mean? Like
lie. It's a
she
lie.
gets it.
It's a lie. She don't
She
get it.
gets it.
No, she that's your
She
home.
gets it.
Like you said, that's your homegirl, so she's siding with you. But I'm trying to tell you, whatever you could break things down and being real and all stuff.
No, I feel you
There's different women out there. There's
listen.
different women out there.
I don't grab the little bit of hair I had left. I don't grab the little bit of hair I had left in my head and was like, "Yo, I can't believe I have to really break this shit down to you like a fucking to you."
Thank
I
you.
work with kids. I
Thank
make
you.
a living working with kids who are like have like they have developmental delay or intellectual disability, and I have to really break shit down to them because they don't quite see it. And even then, sometimes a lot of the time they're not going to see the shit that I'm trying to explain to them. If I have to do that to the girl that I'm with,
It's insecurity.
then I don't need to be. In my head, I'm like, "Yo, I don't need this because I feel like I'm at work. I don't want to do this at work and then have to come home and do this shit at home. I'm gonna get fucking tired. What? No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that.
Could you see yourself living with a girlfriend?
Mm, That's gonna be my major downfall. That is gonna be my major downfall because, like I said, like when you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle, like I'm accustomed to coming home. Like I just came home earlier to an empty house. I know where everything is in my house because I know where I placed it. You know what I mean? Like I put that can over there. I put that over there. I put this piece of mail over there, and it's going to stay there. Why? Because I'm the only one that been in my house. It's gonna drive me crazy when if I live with somebody and I place shit down somewhere, or not even I'm not even petty like that. But for the simple fact that like it just feels different when you come home to your own domain and it's your own domain. You know what I mean? You know where everything is in your house. You know what happened. You know the smell of your own crib. Your only the only shit that you smell is your own shit because you're the only one shitting in your own crib.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
You feel me?
I'm gonna tell you right now. It doesn't matter.
I can't have people come to my crib be shitting in my crib. Don't even shit in my crib, bro. Go somewhere else, bro.
That's facts. That's facts. Whatever.
I want to be the only one who shits in my own toilet, bro. Don't come in my crib doing that shit.
But I'm gonna tell you right now.
Take a piss and that's it.
You could be the man. And you could pay the rent. the mortgage, and every single damn bill in the house. That's not your house, bro. If you live with a chick, that is not your house. I don't care who you are and as much you try to flex or whatever. That is not your house, whatever. The kitchens, the fucking you will not get no pussy for like a couple days, whatever, because you freaking forgot to pick up the curtains from the store, or the wrong
I don't do
color,
petty shit.
or some shit or whatever. You have no control,
I'm the wrong motherfucker to do that shit with.
bro.
I be like, what? I'm the type where I'm gonna leave home for 3 days straight. You won't hear from me.
The day
Where were
you
you? Don't worry
The
about
day you
that.
settle with a chick and you tell me she move in,
Don't worry
I'm gonna
about that,
wait
little
one
baby.
month.
Don't
I'm gonna
worry
wait.
about that.
I'm gonna wait one month, and I'm gonna play you the same shit that we just had today, whatever. And I'm just gonna fucking laugh or whatever, because I'm telling you, bro, there's no way that's your house. Is if you
I'm not doing that. And no, because I told you this before. I said this in our last. I don't do manipulation. The thing that irks me is if a girl try to use the whole manipulation where I'm not giving you no ass, or you're not getting. I mean, you're not gonna get none because
are you kicking her
because you're
out after
not
that?
doing what I want.
Are,
I'm not dealing with.
are you
Yo,
kicking
I'm
her out
not
after that?
dealing with that.
Are you kicking her out after that?
I'm not.
Hmm. This is why
How,
I'm. Tr- I'm,
how
tr-
long in the relationship are we in?
I'm trying to
Well,
open your mind.
how long in the relationship are we in? Because if we
Y'all
just
live
started,
together. Y'all live together. So you answer
so
your own
we're talking
question.
6 months to a year in.
So answer your own question. Y'all live
Not
together.
even. I can't even. If we talking like a year and a half. We
Mhm.
talking 2 years. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to work it out. But at the same time, I don't negotiate with terrorists. I'm telling you right now. I told plenty of
So what are
exes.
you
I
doing?
told plenty of girls this before. I don't negotiate with terrorists. What you're doing is a terrorist act. When you try to say, if you don't do this, you're not gonna get this,
I'm
or if you don't do this, I'm gonna do this. I don't.
gonna tell you.
I'm the type
I'm
where
gonna
I'm
be
gonna be like,
100%
do it,
honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
do it.
This woman that you would date, and you're like, this is the fucking one. And like you said, you never lived with one before, whatever. But this woman that you'll date, this is the fucking one. You're sprung about chick. You're cheesing like, I mean, our boy Wob was last week. You're cheesing. She got you cheesing, right? Then y'all move in together.
Shout out to him.
Then y'all move in together, right? Whole different playing field. Whole different playing field. You know what I'm saying? And then now you're getting annoyed by little things here and there. And then she's nitpicking things here and there. And then you get into these beefs and tit for tat. And then certain weeks, then you try to fuck to see if it will fix things better. And then you're even mad as soon as you fuck again. And you know what I mean, it's a whole
What it?
different playing field, right? But y'all moved in together, so it's like that now you're trying to force things to work more than you normally would, because now you're invested in shit together, you're invested in a property together, you're invested in bills together, you're invested in whatever. So it's a whole different thing. So it's like at what point is the breaking point? Because men
People
men
fall out every day with who live together every day. They be all right.
so you so a chick pulling that on you.
People fall out all the time who live together. Moved out, moved back with their mom. It happens every day, B.
I don't want
It
to move in with
happens.
somebody that I'm not, and like I said, that goes. I'm never giving up my castle again. I'm such peace here. People don't know where I live like that. If a chick come over, I can kick her the fuck out anytime I want. Like I'm. Why would a man give that up? Unless if they want to settle down with somebody. So like moving in with people don't take moving in as serious as they should. I messed up and I didn't take it as serious as I should. But like you should be crashing at each other's spots way before you move in together.
But that's the key element right there. Before you guys even before you guys even move in together, you guys are spending. It's almost like, again, I bring this back to work because that's just how this is how I am, like going back to the type of job that I
Some
do, right?
some
I
said
do I do where the kids don't just go home because they feel like because we feel like they're ready, right? We do day passes,
Like,
then we do weekend passes, and then we do week passes, and then we do maybe 2 weeks passes, and then we see how that goes. So it's the same thing with the relationship
my
where
my homegirl said,
we're not moving in together without us spending weekend like without us spending a weekend together. You know what I mean? Like a girl and I would have to spend
so
weekends together, like maybe like every other
so
weekend,
she's crashing at
and
your
I
crib.
feel like I can tolerate her.
So if you're feeling short, she's crashing at your crib for like a weekend.
Yeah, if she wants to crash or I crash on hers, it's
Okay.
just either way. But I feel like it has to go both ways because her crashing at my crib doesn't tell me how she's living.
My homegirl
It only
said you
shows
don't.
me that I can. It only tells me that I can tolerate her in my space. I need to see how she's living because
I want to see a do
this is
rag
where
right now.
niggas fuck up,
I want to see a do
huh?
rag right now.
Oh my bad. I try to charge my phone. I'm trying to charge
Oh
my
yeah.
phone and shit.
No, what I'm
But
saying, but my homegirl
um,
said that you don't move in together until you get married.
marriage ain't got nothing to do with it.
But
Marriage is just a title.
I feel like that's why there's so many divorces today. I don't know.
That that,
I feel like there's so many
that
because times are different because that's how I was raised. Like you don't live with nobody. You can't even leave the nest until you're ready to get married or whatever. That's how I was raised. So it was just like the way. But obviously that don't apply to today. You know what I mean? But it's like
it don't like because marriage is it's just that's like saying that's like saying you can't have like you shouldn't like that's like saying nobody should ever have a kid without getting married. Marriage is just a title, but it's just a law pretty much that says that you and this person is together. It doesn't actually mean anything
what
because
it used to be holy matrimony.
people who people all that religion stuff, like all that religion bullshit and all that don't mean nothing because I actually just seen on my Facebook there's this girl who's super religious, right? And she got married. She didn't have a kid with it. She didn't have a kid with the man. But I'm just looking at her Facebook now, and she changed her Facebook name back. At first she had her maiden name, and then she had her husband name. Now I mean, as her Facebook. Now it's just back to her maiden name,
Yeah.
which means that they're not together. Look, and I'm like, oh, she's not with that guy no more. And this was supposed to be like two pastors, damn near like two pastors. I mean, and things didn't work out for them for whatever reason. I don't know the backstory, but that just says that all that marriage shit, marriage is needed for people to stay together is bullshit.
Well,
You know what I
all right.
mean? If it didn't work out,
It
huh?
used to be now you you African, so like I'm saying there's certain things that culture wise we know, right? And it used to be marriage was holy matrimony. You took that shit serious, and I'm saying like people don't believe or pray about things like they used to when it came to certain things or whatever. But this a long way back in the day, there was things in marriage that didn't exist that exists now. There's so much more divorce now. There's so much more things because people say that like, all right, so like, for instance, there's corruption everywhere. There's sin everywhere, right?
Thank
And you
you.
and you see it in church or whatever, and you find out that there's videos of pastors eating booty and all that stuff that's going on all over the internet
Crazy shit.
and all that stuff, whatever. And then
It's been infiltrated. It's been infiltrated
and
by humans
but now
and their
with a
fucked
social
up
media
tendencies.
presence, a lot more things are coming more to light, right? But there's people that To my parents, before my mom passed away, I'm not gonna lie, like marriage was like, I mean, they stressed it to me. Like, you should not deal with nobody unless she's gonna be a potential wife. I'm Jamaican. Like, they got if the girl's offering pussy over there like that, we're running over there, and we're running over there, and running over there, and that's some young boy shit. But as a man, as you get older, you value things, whatever. Who you marry is how you prosper. It's how you. I mean, it's now you enter a whole another journey in life together, and it's no longer just about yourself. So people used to take that very
Mm,
seriously. Nowadays, or whatever, it's a joke. I get approached by more married women than single women by far. At my job, at my thing, or everywhere else, so everywhere I go, it's married women that's hollering at me more than single women. And, and,
I think
and a lot of my boys
so. I
too,
to go
whatever.
into it.
Like it's not worth it like how it used to be. It's not worth it.
It's really not. And
What is the benefit? Who does it benefit? It doesn't benefit the man in no way.
it, my homegirl said it the best. My homegirl said it best. It's not a religion thing no more. It's a business. It's a business. It's a business arrangement. That's what it is. It's a
If it's
business
if it's
arrangement
a business
between
arrangement,
two people.
to I don't need no chick for business.
Exactly, and that's when you
You
said
know what I
that
mean?
people everything you were saying before
I'm
about
self-sufficient.
like about prosper. Oh, you get married to prosper. You get married to do this. You get married to do that. What's stopping anybody from just doing it on their own?
I went
You
after
can't prosper without marriage. You can't prosper. 'Cause to me, that sounds like a dependency. And me personally, I try to stay away from anything that would make me dependent on it.
marriage.
Anything in this life, if it makes me dependent, I don't wanna fuck with it.
Marriage
You
is
know what I
nothing
mean?
but a
Because
come up
then
for
I have no
somebody.
control of my life.
Whether it's the guy or the girl, it's just a come up for somebody. That's all it is. Is
How you don't need marriage for you don't need marriage for
you
a
don't
come
need
up.
it. You
You
don't
can
need it.
come up. You can come up. You could come up. There's mad people who come up on their own without marriage.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
And that's people. That's where people get it fucked up. People think, "Oh, my life will be better once I get married. Once I get married, I can get the house. Once I get married, I can have the kids. Once I, once I get married, I'm gonna get the best job, and I'm gonna get the bag, and I'm gonna go on vacation." And that's a dependency on somebody else. And that's where it becomes dangerous because now you're dependent on somebody else for your own happiness or for your own progress instead of just relying on yourself. That's where it gets dangerous with the whole marriage. When people are so focused on being married. And that's why I'm not against marriage, but at the same time, I'm not looking forward to
But there's
marriage.
people that
I'm not gun ho looking for marriage because then I'm looking for somebody else to make me happy.
culture wise though,
I'm not.
culture wise though, there's people who view you. They look down upon you. They view you unsuccessful if you reach a certain age, and it's like, why ain't you married yet? Right? I'm talking about like family wise or stuff like that. Everybody hears it
Oh yeah, all the time.
all the time, whatever. Like that. But that's coming from again the old way. But then at the same time, we didn't deal with so much deceit and issues like we deal with now, or people feel like they were just swept under the rug and people didn't speak about it. But
Mhm. But that's where again people have a tendency people have a tendency to try to rely on external factors
I'll
or
give you
on 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 external circumstances that will make their life better instead of just relying on internal factors and internal just believing in yourself that whatever that you want to get done you could do it yourself if you really wanted to. Just having a partner there make it better, sure. You know what I mean? It probably feels good to have a wife or whatever to say, oh, that's my wife. But you don't need your wife to get to that job. You don't need your wife or you don't need a husband to like get that house or whatever. You could do it all and you could do that yourself. You don't
But
need
is it
that marriage.
all right? So here's the thing, right? Banks are quicker to approve married people because it's two incomes. The thing, so it's not that you can't do things by yourself, but it's short. It makes it easier. You know what I mean? Saying, "Oh shit, what up, Debo?" My bro on here. But I'm saying like loan officers, married people get approved for way more shit than single people do. It's a fact because there's more than one income. If somebody loses their job, there's another one to cover or whatever. Like insurance policy wise. So again, for some people, it's a come up. And that so like your homegirl said, it's a business arrangement. But I do one better because then you have we called it, nigga. We called it last week. We spoke on it, or whatever. Will and Jada, that whole situation, not to beat it to death or whatever. But then, did she stand up for her dude after all that shit? She went around and she completely played the nigga and told him, say, I wish he didn't do that, whatever. He overreacted. Didn't even stand up by him after he did all that stuff, whatever. And they've been married for how long? And the whole entanglement nonsense and all stuff, whatever. She was doing
Just
nothing
ask
but
nigga.
ghetto hood movies until she married this nigga. And then all of a sudden she was getting all these crazy Hollywood roles. She never loved this nigga. She was in love with Tupac. Tupac died and she went the other
Yeah.
way. She never loved this nigga.
What I tell you.
She
Back to the point what I tell you. What did I tell you? Every girl has that one man who makes her feel a certain way that makes her act different than she normally would
just
compared to other guys. Tupac is that guy to Jada. Every Jada, every girl who's Jada or just any girl in general has a Tupac who made her feel a certain way or made her do a certain thing where even after the man passes away, she still holds on to that man's legacy, still holds on and think you could tell that he has such an impact on her life. Even after long 20 years after he fucking died, she still thinks about this man. That's the type of presence that that man had in her life. Every girl has that one guy like that.
I mean, I'll give you a big example too. You know who Disaster is?
Disaster, the battle rapper?
The battle rapper.
Yeah.
Guess who he's fucking now?
Who's he fucking?
Megan Good.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro. Him and Megan Good together. Now, Megan Good was married to a pastor.
Becky good?
Megan Good was married to a pastor for 9 years. They recently got divorced. Right? Married, living together, going all these little things. This guy was a pastor. He made that Jump the Broom movie for Tyler Perry, and he's not just a pastor. He's into Hollywood, but he makes like wholesome black movies or some shit like that.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Devin Franklin. He kind of grew up in the same religion I did, but she went on made a show on Amazon. Damn, what the fucking name is this show? Now, married to who you're married, right? You're married to a pastor. She went on a show and she's on the show eating a nigga's ass. And you're a pastor's wife. You knew what you signed up for. And he divorced her because he was already having issues with her and stuff like that. And I guess she was fucking around with 50 Cent before him. So to go from that bad boy lifestyle to a pastor, because it seemed like
No, there's a lot of pressure at him as a pastor because then he has a lot of pressure from the people in his church who's
mhm.
probably looking down on her like, oh, that's that movie star who did this, who I seen her in this movie, I seen her in that movie, and she's not godly like, and he's over here probably having to defend her every 5 minutes from all his church, from all his the people in this Congress and all that. But that's probably where a lot of pressure came from.
Yeah.
You know, not dating someone who grew up
Yeah,
in the
that's so
church.
Harlem.
Who, you
That
know what I
that
mean?
that the show your homegirl called it. That's so Harlem. She was married to dude, whatever. Yeah, your husband's a pastor, and you're going on a TV show and you're eating ass, some nigga's ass or whatever. I mean, and then don't even tell your husband about it, and then embarrass him in front of his whole congregation. So he divorces, and then she goes marry. She's fucking a battle rapper now, and it's like
There's no. I gotta look it up. There's no way in fuck out of every fucking
I'll
man
send it
out
to you
here.
right now.
She's fucking with this actor,
I'll send it to you right now.
the fucking Arab dude.
The A-rap battle rapper nigga that he looks just like French Montana. Yeah, he's A-rap.
Get the yo, bro. Megan fucking good.
Bro, that's the truth.
Megan,
Megan Good, nigga.
old girl from ATL.
He knew what he signed up for too.
Oh
I don't
no.
know if he
Oh,
knew that she would end up doing some shit like that. I don't know, man.
no,
Like maybe he tried to
no,
force a
bro.
whole peaceful religion image on her, but I don't know if he knew that he was getting into
Nah,
that type of
bro.
shit.
And
Yeah.
I'm mad for him. I am mad because there's so many other
9
like
years
if
of
she got
marriage, bro.
like
So you can't even say
if
that he
she
knew
got
what he
with
signed up
like
for. It was 9
loaded
years of marriage, and she pulled that off. You know what I'm saying? He got played.
bro.
He didn't know. And then it's it's,
And
it's just more and more examples of like why. Now let's say he never married her. He would be way better off. Way better off, right? How did that marriage benefit him in any way or whatever? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna read you some shit right here. A female PhD. Her name is Helen Smith, right? And she's saying the reason why men don't marry.
yo.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I have my phone charged. Yeah, my phone's going off.
What you mean?
Like my phone's about to die, or my phone's just tweaking right now.
You put it on the charger.
It is on the charger. I think because I can't be on live and like have my phone charging at the same time. Like the live is like you
Oh shit. You still there?
yeah.
All right.
Can you see me?
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna get back into it. Right? Oh yeah, female PhD.
If I die out, just continue and I'll try to join.
Yeah, but a female PhD,
Uh,
right? Her name is Helen Smith, or whatever, and she wrote a book called "Men on Straight." And she said men don't marry because there's nothing in it for them. And she asked her like, "What does it offer men today?" Oh yeah, he's cut off. I'll just finish this shit real quick. He said, when a man marries a woman, he loses his friends, he loses his respect, he loses his space, he loses his peace. He definitely takes a hit on his sex life as opposed to a single man. And he also definitely loses out on his money. And if all goes wrong and they enter a legal contract, she could take that all from him. You know what I mean? So it's like his savings, his pension, his 401k, all that stuff. She gets that all. The alimony, the child support, and all that stuff, whatever. Even if she was the one that fucked it up and stepped out. So it's like men are being smarter by staying to themselves in today's day because you see it too many times with celebrities, with sport athletes, PJ, whatever his name, PJ Washington from the Charlotte Hornets. His dumb ass tried to marry a porn star. You know what I mean? So that's on him. But the chick literally wrote a year before he got with her that it's just so easy to play these young athletes, whatever. Got married a dude, had a baby by a dude. The day the baby was born, she filed for divorce and took him for all his money. Now he's paying over like 20 G's a month in child support. You know what I mean? Like and she's just chilling. You know what I mean? And able to do what she wants. Now she's fucking everybody else. And some other idiot is gonna remarry her. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let me hit this dude back and see if he's coming back online. If anybody else want to join in? Shit, I'm with the shits. Hold up. Let me hit up. Let me see if this dude's on. Fuck. Oh, you know what? I invite Miss. See if she with the shits. And I'll invite Devo. Hold on. Till Timmy come back. His ass should have charged his phone. No, he's here tonight. Well, even put up in the comments and let me know what your thoughts are on it. What up, hype? Nobody want to join. I'll come back. Some requests. I did. He got finessed. Yeah. Everybody be getting finessed. Dude is on the Charlotte Hornets. Look it up. Yo, Timmy, I sent you an invite. All right. I guess not work. He was just finding it. Like, yeah, but if anybody just want to join or talk about it, let me know, man. There's really no benefit. And it's basically you as a man signing up to be responsible for everything, despite whatever she may do. And I don't know, man. You always supposed to take the L. Timmy, you joining in?
nice to meet you, I'm fucking delighted. We gonna fuck till we wet like Poseidon. Smoking the loud make me high and excited. This is a party and guys are invited. And the girl them so damn hot.